afternoon to you. Okay, see, today we'll continue our lesson biosphere. Okay, see, up to now we read about the different types of the forest. Okay, and different types of in the polar regions, which type of the forest and which type of the vegetations are available, and near the equators and which type of the vegetation is available. Okay, and how the biosphere and how it is the human society is integrated with the environment. Okay, so this is all we have studied in this lesson. Okay, so our next topic is industries, pollutants and effluents. Okay, industries, pollutants and effluents. Okay, here, see, nowadays when it is in a population increase, so needs of that population also increases, sir. So when it is the needs of the population will increase, so the products has to be produced and the service also has to be produced. Okay, service has to be do the serve. So that is nothing but it is increasing of even industries and even the service sectors also. Okay, see, what I am telling you is, for example, I'll tell you about a city. Okay, assume a city is which is living of 1 million people in the year of some year. Okay, for example, any year. For example, this year 2020, 1 million people are living in that area, and whatever they are having, all the resources they are using. Okay, but coming after some years, some years after, it has increased the population nearly 2 millions or 3 millions, assume it. So if it is increasing of population, do that land or else what are the sources available, that all will be increased? No. Yes or no? So due to that, the problems are arised, so many problems, and due to in that reason the people are spoiling of environment by due to the pollution, air pollution, water pollution. Okay, and as well as they are not getting a sufficient facilities also even. Okay, see, that we are going to discuss in this topic. See, modern industries and transport system use immense amount of energy which is derived basically from coal and petroleum. Yes, industries and the transportations vehicles will use what? Petrol. Okay, industries, coal, and by using of that coal, electricity also produce, no? Okay, thermoelectricity. Okay, so that. Okay, by using of these resources, the industries are run, and as well as the transportation system. Okay, vehicles. Okay, by using of petrols. Then how we are getting this? How we are getting this? Do we making a daily, like our cooking and all? Do we making this daily purpose? No. It's all our natural resources. Okay, it's all our natural resources. So how it is natural resources, in the form of fossils. Okay, about the fossils you know about it. Okay, from many years back, which is deposited in the underground of the earth and underneath of the oceans and seas, right? So that we are digging out and we are using for our works. Okay, this coal and the petroleum. Okay, see, from the decades, many years back it was formed. Okay, from that we are digging out and using. Okay, of course this may be useful for some many years. Okay, for example, if it is 1 million people, that whichever deposited from many years back onwards, it is there, no? It may be sufficient for 1 million people, maybe assume like a sum of 10 years. Okay, just a account. Okay, for 10 years. But here the population is how much? Example I am giving you, 3 million people. So that 3 millions of people, how much they can use? Not even 10 years, within 5 years that is used by that population people. Yes or no? So that's why the natural, okay, see, due to this all the conditions, our environment, whatever we are finding the natural resources now, it may not will be for the future use, okay, it may not sufficient for the future use, because we only using excess ones, okay, we only using excess ones, and population also is high and high, as well as we are using not only if a person consumes 10 liters a day, actually if it is assumed, but it reaches to the excess use of 20 liters per a person, like that, and an industry carries some gallon of that, but they are using more and more of it. So does it produce again if we dig out? No, it takes many years, it takes many and many years. So that's why we have to use our natural resources to be adequate and very lesson manner. Then only it will be sufficient for our kids' future. Okay, and that is insufficient for future kids, as well as one thing. Due to that, we are facing the problem of greenhouse effect, okay, global warming effect, okay, global warming effect, and as well as the problem of acid rains, okay, and a problem of breathing problems, okay, due to air pollution, okay, and as well as many different types of the diseases. We are not living a healthy life by due to all this. Why? Because actually nature is given for us this all. If we use in a proper manner, it will be helpful and we will lead in a healthy life. But due to the course of huge use and after using of this, by the polluting of all these natural resources, we not be having a leading a healthy life. Okay. See here, by burning of these petroleums and coals, the released out gases, what you know, carbon dioxide. See, these carbon dioxide, it reaches to the air and not only the carbon dioxide, some other chemicals also, which is a harm than this. Okay, what are those? You know, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, and volatile organic compounds and heavy metals also. Okay, so due to this, they also release sulfuric and carbonic and nitric acids. So by combination of all this released onto the air, that will be mixed into the mix and merging into the whatever is contained into the air. When the rain it comes, by the reaction of that, is acid rains will found on the earth. Will get some of the skin diseases, and if these fall on the farming lands, there is no crop also. Okay, so like that. Okay, and see, in addition to burning fossil fuel, modern industries release enormous amount of waste materials in the form of solid, liquid, gaseous waste. Okay, see, I am telling you these industries are using more and more, as well as not only by using and releasing out, okay, by releasing out of some of gases, okay, gases, and in the form of solids, okay, in the form of liquids, and they are mixing into the air, okay, and they are mixing into the water also. Whichever they released the water wastages, when they released into the water, it is so harmful for whatever the living organs in the water, okay, and as well as which they released into the air, okay, the air become polluted. Okay, for example, I'll tell you, when we are in rural areas, okay, will not smell or else will not feel any of smelling problem. If you pass to the Hyderabad or else near other places, obviously we can recognize the somewhat unpleasantable smell. Means it's nothing but a pollution, right? And one thing I am going to tell you about air pollution, especially about Delhi. In our India, which is mega city? Delhi, right? Delhi, some last years also, they give in the newspapers also, right? Due to the air pollution in the winter season, it's formed like a smoke, okay? It's formed like a smoke due to air pollution. And government also have taken many decisions that decreasing of using vehicles in the transportation systems. Why? Because to reduce the air pollution. Due to in this COVID-19 effect, actually the transportation very become less, no? The tall fog, smokes and air pollution is so and so are reduced. Okay? So I give you the example, live example, right? Okay? See. So industries are utilizing the natural resources and spoiling the natural resources. Okay, so by this you may can think that industries are good for us, no teacher, it is nothing but a developing criteria, right? Of course, developing criteria, but if it is spoiled whatever the resources we have, so what will be the next future will be used? That is also we have to be thinking. What we should be thinking? Actually the industries, when they released out whatever the wastages, solids and liquids, they have to be used some of another missions, okay? Some of another missions, okay? When they released out, it should be purified here, okay? It should be purified here. What are the wastages and which is harmful for the nature, harmful for the human beings and all. It should be purified in this mission, then released up. Then should be released, okay? Then should be released into the waterways or else anything. Like in that way, the air and water will not be polluted, okay? But industries, people are not doing in that way. Why? Because by using of these filtering of wastages, they have to be keep more investments, okay? More investments. So this is that industries thinks that waste of keeping these investments. Instead of these, they will take the permissions from the government. We are not using this. Give the permission for that. We'll give some offerings, something to the so and so leaders or something who are the officials there. Okay, they too will think in a selfish way, and they'll accept it and they'll they'll sign on the industrials of officials acceptances, right? So due to this, water is become polluted. If these industry person, if we invested this type of purifying of missions, okay, the nature will be useful for some of next time some of years, no? And it will not be spoiled the human health or else remaining living organisms health, right? So that is the case, okay? Here and see, and when they release that all from the industrial pollutants, no, it will be retained sometimes. It will be retained some many years on the surface of the water. So due to that, many water living animals can't get sunlight, even plants also. When if it is sunlight will be not get into the inside of the water, they can't live. It is reaches to the death of many water living animals and even the plants. Okay, like in that. So here I have to tell you about the global warming. I just have told you. Due to the many wastages released, many gases and which is harmful gases released to the air from the industries and from the transportations, okay, that all mixed into the air and it is reaches a warming atmosphere. It creates to the nature warming atmosphere, okay. Whole world that we are calling as global warming. Of course, about this you have one special lesson in your biological science. Okay. Next, depletion of resources. Depletion is nothing but decreasing. Okay, don't you think any other word? Depletion of resources. Okay, see how we are getting off a depletion of resources. Of course, just now I spoke to you, right? Just now I told you. Whatever we have the natural resources, if we use in a proper way, it will be sufficient for the next generation. But we are using more and more in the very less time. That is nothing but a decreasing of the natural resources. Right. For example, I'll tell you. We'll take an example of mining areas. Mining areas, you know, which we dig out, and if we found any minerals or else any gases like this, okay, we are calling as mining. Okay. See, you know about the Singareni mining areas. What we will find there? Coal. Okay. Where it is? In our Telangana only. Okay. See. For example, I'll tell you. Just example, I'll tell you. We will take our Telangana example only. Okay. Maybe we have the natural resources of coal, somewhat this much underground of the earth in our Telangana region. We are digging out, and using, okay? We are using, we are consuming this all, right? By digging out and using, if it is going to be decreased, yes or no? Yes or no? Actually, maybe if we use sufficient, it maybe needs some of next 2200 years also it may be sufficient. But we are using nowadays only because we want to be developed, we want to be used more and more. We don't think about the nature. Okay? We means your people I'm taking. Okay? Okay? See, we don't think about the natural resources and how it will be like that. Okay? And due to this, it is a depletion. It's not. It is a decreased. And again the coal is formed here. No, how it will be formed? These formation only took many years. Okay, many years back it was formed like fossils, right? Can it will be formed again? No, not at all. If it is forming also, thousands of years has to be, we should be wait. Okay? And excess using of natural resources is one of the cause for the depletion of resources. Another cause is deforestation. If it is a forest are available, okay, the rainfall is so high. Okay, the rainfall is high, and as well as the will get a soil also fertile. Okay, and that will be used for the used by the farmers, and they will be cultivate more land, and the yield crops is so high, and that is reaches to all population, and there is no high of the prices. Okay, if it is a demand is high, there is a price also very low, and it is reaches. Yes or no? Right. Due to the deforestation, the people are facing many problems, and it is one of the reason for depletion of resources. Right. It is having a, don't you think that it is having a combination and cycling? Okay. When the plants and the forests are there, okay. Due to this forest, we will get a rainfall. Okay. Due to this rainfall, we will get crops, and by this crop, it's sufficient to the need of all people. Okay. When it is sufficient to all people, people will not think about the spoiling of other natural resources. Yes or no? So that's why even some of the scientists are saying to the government officials, and even worldwide they are saying that whatever we are using the natural resources is not sustainable. If we are using in these much excess ways, it will be not even 1% to the next generations. Okay, and the scientists they were saying it is so dangerous also. Okay, it is so dangerous also. Why dangerous? When the earth is formed, it's having a natural atmosphere which is having an oxygen and a moderate climate, okay, moderate climate, and it's having rivers, okay, rivers, and it's having of some of natural resources, okay. That is we are using, of course, it's having a quantity of more and more that we are using from many years onwards. Okay, when the human being is formed, when the living organism is formed, of course, from the formation onwards, we are using. Okay, how much it will be, and of course, if we using also, we are spoiling that. No, returning back, we are spoiling in that. So if we spoil in that way, how it will not dangerous. Okay, how it will not dangerous to us. We are consuming not in the limited way, high, okay, we are using more and more, and as well as we are spoiling it, okay, we are spoiling it. In this spoiling of the natural resources, human beings are more and more, okay, dominating by the other living organisms, okay, dominating by the other living organisms in the spoiling of natural resources, okay. Here, I want to tell you about, do you know columns? Here, you have to know about the Kyoto Protocol. Okay. See, if you see in the textbook, they have given a box type about the Kyoto Protocol. A conference was held by United Nations organization in the city of Kyoto. Where it is that city? In Japan. Okay. So at what time? In December 1997. So why they organized? Because to protect Mother Earth from global warming. Okay. The countries that attended realized the effect of greenhouse gases, okay, and signed a declaration called Kyoto Protocol. The main aim of this declaration is to bring down the release of greenhouse gases to less than 5.2%. According to this declaration, this aim should have been achieved between 2008 to 12. Okay. See, a conference was held in Kyoto city. That city where it is in Japan. Okay. So, at what time they have arranged a conference? In December 1997. Why? Because for protect the Mother Earth from this global warming. For that, what they have to do? See, attended realized the effect of greenhouse gases. Okay, on that, whoever attended, no, they all are signed on that declaration form. Okay, what is their aim? To bring down the releasing of the greenhouse gases. Till which percentage? 5.2%. So when they have to be reach their goal? 2008 to 12 year. Okay, and here, if you turn the page of 58, here one more do you know column box is here. Approximately 13 to 50 tons of effluents and sewage water reach Kolleru Lake daily from its own nearby towns and villages. Okay, Kolleru Lake, Pulicat Lake, you may heard about these lakes, right? See, in these lakes, 13 to 15 tons of effluents and sewage water is reaching to the Kolleru Lake from its nearby towns and villages. See that Kolleru Lake, it's a lake, okay, but the people are using for themselves and spoiling it, mixing of that industrial wastages and near the village wastages and mixing into that lake and spoiling of that Kolleru Lake. And another one study found that the radiation released by cell phone towers affects the life of honeybees. Of course, okay, radiation from the cell phone towers, it is huge effect to the honeybees. Of course, by is affecting to the honeybees, but by these cell phone towers we are using more, no teacher. We are getting more benefits, no teacher. You may will ask. But not only the by this honeybees are affecting, maybe you will not get honey, one resource, but by this many users, no, you may will think. But not only in that, honeybees are participating, not only collecting of that honey, it is participating in pollination also, you know. It is participating in pollination. Due to that pollination only the agriculture functions are going on, you know. Then only the paddy or wheat, whatever the crops will be grown. Okay, it has an interlinked. If it is that is reduced, as well as yield of the crop, yield of that farming areas also reduce. Yes or no? It will be impact on that criteria also, and as well as this radiation is affect the human beings also. Okay, especially for ladies and especially sometimes when they carry, sometimes when they are giving a birth to the young ones, at that time also if it is that towers are very near, it is compulsory affecting to the womb children, and it is giving a very bad result also. Okay, so this is about biosphere lesson. Okay, you all have to read this lesson, okay, carefully. And if you want to note this point when I am teaching also, you can note this all the points like keywords. Okay, when you are reading you can understand easily if you note down this all. Okay.